Have you seen him yet? What were you focused on? What did he say? Live everywhere! Until validated. Ah, the old stall close. All right, everybody, get on the show, like, comment, and share me out. Please do me a favor. And look, everybody, me and Van are going to leave right after the show because we got to go to our house. And I've got our man over there doing our TV. So hopefully, if any of you want to come over on Saturday, I can have 4 TVs going now in the pool house area. 1 will be out on the porch. 3 will be in the pool house area. So like, comment, share me out. Hey, what a man. Little Josh, give me something that you're thankful for because we begin every single show with 60 seconds of gratitude.
I'm thankful that I got to stay at home this weekend and hang out with some family and watch the game.
Is that right? You're thankful for that.
I am. Tired of traveling.
Where the hell are you traveling?
Knoxville and Alabama and Florida.
When'd you go to Florida?
Florida game.
Oh, you're worn out from all the traveling with the UT guys. Sammy Gore, hey Jane Stewart, how are you? Sam Gore, I'm thankful GTT Bar is opening soon with multiple TVs. Sam, are you going to be a sponsor? I know Van has sent you the bill and you have not paid. Just looking for my sponsorship money. Hook me up. What are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful that yesterday I had some friends invite me to go to church with them.
I saw you on there.
Yeah.
Damn, all of a sudden you're Ernest Angerly. Do you know who that is? Do you, Van? You don't know who Ernest Angerly is? Didn't y'all watch TV Evangelist? You're more like the Gemstones. You don't know who the Gemstones are? All right. Well, look, I'm in a good mood this morning. We're actually closing on our house tomorrow. We've moved in. Joey was nice enough to let us move in. Now we're closing on this bitch. Now it's time to pay for it. I'll be glad that's over with. So if you would, tell me what you're thankful for. Today's show topic, it might sound a little confusing, but I said stop bitching about it. I'm going to tell y'all later this week about just something extremely fucked up that happened to me last week. But I'm not going to talk about it today. I'm going to talk about that later this week. But what I'm going to talk about today, I feel like I had a little learning, a little growth. I grew a little bit. Whenever something does not go your way, Shaggy Ed, do you like to sit around and get him involved and complain about it? And then maybe you talk to this guy and you've talked yourself out and he no longer gives a shit. So now you got to go get re-energized and talk to him about something that didn't go your way. Let's be honest. Hello, Hayden. How are you?
Yeah, that's accustomed to.
So I think it's probably a curse we have. Because I've always been the kind of person, when things don't go my way, I want to be validated. And then I'll come and because I think all humans want to be validated. We want to feel heard, like you're listening to me. I want to feel like I'm right. So I'm going to come to you and I'm going to come to you. But I'm probably not going to come to you at the same time. Because that ain't good enough. I've got this deep insecurity that just loves to be validated. So something happened to me this past week. And I've been following a guy named Marcus Freeman. Do you know who Marcus Freeman is?
Nope.
Damn, do you? Do you?
Oh, yeah.
He's Notre Dame's coach. Do you know anything?
No.
Damn. If you know who Ernest Angerly is, say, I know who the man is. All right, well, Marcus Freeman is Notre Dame's coach. And one of the things I really admire about him is his ability to bounce back. So since he's been Notre Dame's coach, he has had so many problems, but he continues to just move forward. Last year, I'm not going to go through all the things that didn't go right for him or just very unlucky, but actually I think they're already in the off season. Alabama lost their coordinator. I don't know if he got fired or took another job. Who's Alabama's offensive coordinator last year?
It wasn't Sarkisian.
Nope. I can't remember who it was, but Alabama had an opening, in their as their offensive coordinator. I don't know if he got fired or what happened. Tommy Rees was Notre Dame's coordinator. And I am talking football, but I'm also going to apply this to life. So Tommy Rees was like the 6th or 7th choice for Alabama. Tommy Rees played at Notre Dame. Nobody thought he'd go down there and take a lateral move. Okay? Guess what Tommy Rees did? Okay, so Sam Gordon said the OC for the Patriots now. He took a lateral move, went down to Alabama for a lateral move to be the same person, same job, same everything. Bill O'Brien, okay. So I didn't think Tommy Rees was a great coach, but he was a young guy, up and coming for certain. But it kind of disrupted Notre Dame's ending of the season because they won maybe 5 out of their last 6 games. They were doing pretty good, had a terrible start. And they were starting to get on the same page. Well, then Tommy Rees leaves. So now Marcus Freeman has to hire an offensive coordinator. Well, many people believe this guy at Utah named Andy Ludwig might be the best offensive coordinator in the country. Utah, I mean, they're playing with their backup quarterback. They're doing pretty good. So you got this guy Ludwig and his offensive line coach. I forgot him. Marcus Freeman, he identifies who he wants. Brings him in, wines and dines. He's like the top guy out there, Utah's guy. So he gets him to say, yeah, I'm coming. I'm going to come to Notre Dame. Well, Notre Dame screws this up. People in the back office did not realize Andy Ludwig from Utah had a huge buyout. So after it's already announced, like, hey, they've agreed to a deal in principle, now it comes out Notre Dame will not do the buyout. The best guy that he could have gotten for the job. And Notre Dame also lost their offensive line coach, legendary Harry Easton. So he had to fill the void of offensive coordinator. After Rees left, Harry said, I don't want to go through, because he's in his 60s. He's like, man, I don't want to learn a new system. So he was done. So he had to replace 2 people. Okay. Well, he had them both committed. Notre Dame said, we're not going to pay that buyout. What did Marcus Freeman do? See, that's something that you could kind of bitch about because we're getting the best guy in the country to come in here. He immediately moved on. Quit bitching about things. He immediately moved on. Now, I don't know if he made the right decision. He didn't have a lot of time. He just promoted somebody from with his staff. But the insiders that I know that know inside the program said, man, he just accepts things. So whenever things do not go your way, how quickly can you move from whatever happened, the bad outcome, to acceptance? Can you do that? Can you accept it or do you complain about it?
Probably complain about it.
I think most people do. What do you do, Ed?
Probably complain about it.
What do you do, Van?
I complain about it.
I think most people want to feed words, bitching, and they want to communicate with other people about it because it makes them feel a little bit better. So what happened to me last week, I was actually with you, Van. How long did I bitch about it?
Not very long.
That was, I said, you know what, it's over. I'm just going to move on from it. Whenever things don't go your way, and I was really bad in relationships. If I had a dysfunctional relationship, how many of you would bitch and complain about your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Constantly bitching about it. It becomes such a habit. Do you know I'm not asking if it's you, Josh. Do you know anybody that constantly complains about their girlfriend? Do they? Who is it? Do you really? Do you know somebody that's constantly complaining?
Yeah.
Do you ever get sick of hearing it?
Yes.
And it does you no good to tell them, hey, quit, I don't want to hear this anymore. Because they'll just go to somebody else. I don't know what that means. My wife's saying they're coming back in a bit. I don't know what that meant. But I used to be that person. I still battle. This is something at 50 years old I continue to battle. Now, how am I going to fix it?
You gotta quit bitching.
I'm making a decision. You got to, this is not a blind spot for me. A blind spot is when you're completely unaware. Like you didn't even know. You don't even know what's going on. You're doing the same things and it's back here. You can't even sit. I know this about me. I'm very self-aware. Things don't go my way. Historically, I like to find one person at a time. and I like to complain about it. And I want you to make me feel better about my loss. And then I might move on to you because I got a lot of energy. What is the chance, as long as I'm complaining about something that's already happened, what is the chance I can start to move forward, make some kind of improvement? It's impossible. It's impossible. So I remember early in my real estate career when things didn't go my way because I didn't have enough things going on. If one thing did not go right, it would sink my little battleship for 2-3 days at a time. It was like I was completely crushed, and then I would vent to other people. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Tell yourself this. If you're discussing something that's already happening and you have not accepted, what you're doing is you're becoming a prisoner to this. Do you know what that means? You ain't going to get away from it. And the chances of something good happening to you, because I believe whatever you're thinking, whatever your thoughts are, become real. What are you telling, like to bitch about something, before you bitch about it, you've got to have something. You've got to have a thought. Are you here with me? What are you thinking right now? Because I feel like you're Sling Blade just sitting there like retarded in front of me. Like, are you here? Is anybody there? What are you thinking about right now? And don't lie. Just be honest.
I don't know. I was just trying to refresh this.
Just don't even know what you're thinking. All right.
Frozen on my screen.
Is that... All right, everybody. You can't control your thoughts. Okay? You can make a decision to quit focus on things that have already happened that you cannot change. Quit worrying about that. The quicker you can accept something and move forward, the more likely you'll get into a better spot. Shut it down, Vingruff 10.